little dreams take shape. Valley moves at the speed of thought. Robots blurring our footsteps, building what we taught. Same old world, new codes in the street. Value move faster than words when we speak. They say, slow down now, this ain't a phase. Whole new era loading, watch the screen change. Don't fight the rising current, learn the shape of the swell. Your roots are creative, pick a lane and just excel. Hold the line, enjoy the ride. It's that moment you can't rewind. Into the beginning, don't blink your eyes. Very divine time to be alive. Industrial sparks in the palm of your hand. Machines learn the rhythm, code learning, man. Don't call it a threat, not call it a tool. Same fire they fear when the factories move. Mommy go wild, let it swing, let it breathe. Volatility teaching patience to greed. If you're early, you chosen. If you're here, you now. Future tap my shoulders like you ready? How?
Hey, Pappy!
Yo!
Happy Monday, Pappy.
What do you say? Happy Monday, right?
Good to see you. Crazy weekend. Yes. I was telling you in the back end, Pappy. Yes. My guy. I learned the memory problems with the OpenClaw.
I forgot what you just said, Ray.
It's literally, that's what he did to me, Pappy. Everything I did over the weekend, building out command centers, launching some things, trying to build some apps, doing some things with YouTube videos. It didn't do any of the research because it forgot this morning, Pappy. It forgot.
Sarge said, he gone. He gone, Ray.
And you know what's funny, Pappy? He said, acting like I'm the one that's wrong. He's like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean a YouTube show? What are you talking about, guy?
Yeah.
So it's all right. That's the thing that we ran up against is the memory. And yes, it wiped itself. And I got to work on it some more. Got another week ahead, Pappy. It's all right. You learn.
Sarge said, I'm keeping it clean, Ray.
Sarge said he did. He's like, you can't get hurt if I don't remember nothing.
Yeah.
So crazy, but we'll talk about it a little more. Yeah. But seriously, it is cool though. Like what I was doing over the week was pretty cool. The automation, again, it's all about the memory and that kind of stuff, getting its skills ready and stuff like that. But it's all good, Pappy. But
when it worked, it was good, right?
When it worked, it was good. That's correct. That's correct. It's all right though. But another thing too is I locked him down pretty tight. He didn't have access to really anything, right? You know, people say, "Oh, he's over there making up phone numbers, calling me." No, mine would barely go on a website without asking me, right? It wouldn't have to ask me just to go on a website.
That's awesome.
All good. But fear and greed, we still in single digits, or do you think that we?
I think 11 or 12. I'm that's where I'm at.
Oh, look at optimistic. Pappy.
I don't know if that's optimistic. That's like 2 above where we were.
It's optimistic in this world. Because look, you see what's going on in Mexico too, man. Craziness. Oh, Pappy, see, 8. We are still in single.
I don't even know if that moved. I can't remember where we were, but
like yesterday was 5, Pappy. Look at that was again. We're hitting the bottom of the barrel, man. This is we're at the end of the beginning, as you can say.
We're scraping the bottom.
It is. It's rough out there. Let's take a look, anyways. Let's refresh. Let's see. But yes, Bitcoin down below 65. Oof. It's popping back a little bit, but it is down. ETH too, 18 in the 1800s. Oof.
Damn.
Yeah, it's rough out there, man. But like you'll see. Let me see some new runners. Look, the Tether Gold's doing well. Gold and silver, right? Is there a Tether silver?
There probably is somewhere.
And look, another Pax Gold doing well. Yeah. So there's those. But everything else,
we talked about it, Ray. When one's not going to do good, they're going to figure out where to put their money.
Absolutely, man. Yes.
They're like lemmings, Ray. They run to wherever you tell them to go.
They just go. Yep, it is. It's true. You're right, man. But let's see. Honolulu, you better come into my kitchen because it's going to be raining outdoors. The woman I love stole her from a friend. Fool got lucky, stole her back again.
I know this one, Ray.
That has to be a country song. Honolulu.
No, this is a 70s.
Oh.
This is Steve Miller Band, I think.
Oh, look at Bappy. That's good.
Tell me, Lou, if I'm right.
Steve Miller Band. That's what he says. That's what I'm talking about.
And I'm
So,
not a fan of this kind of music, but some stuff sticks out to me.
well, that's a rough one. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on there, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All good. Thank you, Honolulu. Thanks for joining us. Hey, and
My crypto adventure.
you're gonna like this, Honolulu. Go USA, right? Go
Yeah.
USA.
Oh, that's so good, Ray. I hope you watched that, Ray.
I didn't watch it, but I see.
Bro, if they have a replay of that, you need to watch it. Even if you're not a hockey fan.
Really? But it was
Amazing.
1-1, and then
Overtime. It
Yeah.
was unbelievable.
Okay. All right.
Unbelievable.
Right on. I'll check it out then, because that's what I like. That's the biggest awesome story, like motivation back in the 80s, right? With the U.S.
The
doing that.
Miracle
Yeah.
on Ice. Yep.
Right on. My crypto adventures. Happy Monday. Great weekend. Week ahead. Absolutely. My crypto ventures.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
My crypto adventures, we might get out of single digits in fear and greed this week.
We may. We need some kind of uplifting in the crypto industry. Yeah. Happy Monday, Web3 Wise Guys. Jason 5449. Thank you, bro. Thank you for joining us. You and my crypto adventures, Honolulu. Thank you for joining us. And so Sarge's memory was wiped. What's your excuse? That's right. I'm good. I'm the one that reminded him, Jason. And I know I just saw you this weekend. I was telling you how amazing he is. So that couple days, he was amazing. But now he is
not so amazing now, Jason 5449.
He's not so amazing. Hey, you know what this is like? Remember Groundhog's Day? That's what it's like over here. This is Groundhog.
You need to bust Sarge back down to a private.
We may have to start it at that. That's true. You're right.
You started him a little too high, Ray.
He did. So well, Sarge, he's got to have some kind of leadership. You know what I mean? But all good. There it is. GW Rich. Good evening, Web3 Wise Guys. Strap in. The next 48 hours will be a Dussie. Right on. Got some news? Tell us, GW Rich. I am going to get into that. The DeepSeek will be releasing their new AI model this week, and that should. I don't know how well it's going to do. The tech stocks are going to get hammered. They did a little bit today, I think, but crazy. But thank you, GW Rich. Let me know what you're talking about, if that's what you're talking about. LFG, David, thank you for joining us. Good to see you, David. Our base. I like it, brother. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. But yeah, we're going to get into it. A lot of stuff, a lot of AI. The convergence, that's what I'm talking about, Bevy, because it's literally happening right in front of our eyes, right? It is. It's crazy. But yeah, crazy first with the stories this is me. Right? No, it's not me, because I didn't do it. I didn't do this. But this is Elon saying people give an OpenClaw root access to their entire life. And it's like a monkey with an assault rifle.
A little AK going on.
But that is the opposite of what I did, Pappy. I am slow rolling him out. He barely has any access to anything. Yeah. And but some people like literally giving them their Google accounts, right? Giving them access to your Apple ID, all of the craziness, right? Now,
Sarge's Foot Locker only has boots in it, Ray.
Yes, that's right. That's all he's got. Boots and no brain is what he has. He boots and no brain. But this is just today. Elon is saying, look, man, dangerous stuff. Don't let the Planet of the Apes be the OpenClaw, right? Don't just give them everything. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And then, like I said, this is what I'm talking about. Come get into it. But China's DeepSeek is set to release new AI model. It's a rough period for the NASDAQ. You're right. All the tech stocks, man, it's going to be tough out there. Like I said, this is because, and look, if you don't know, like even to the and I think it's called ByteDance, their video model. Did you see some of that stuff on Twitter, man, where you were seeing like Tom Cruise fighting Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Right?
People thought it was real, right?
Yeah. I mean, and that's what I'm talking about. Think of that, the video models like that. Now think of like I said, the large language models, the brains, with what they're going to release, right? Very powerful stuff that they got. Yeah.
They're still not perfect, Ray. If you pay attention, you'll see,
Yeah.
If he's dunking a basketball, it's not quite in the rim.
Yeah, it's a little off, right? It goes through the rim. No, you're right. But still, that fighting scenes and the sound effects, that's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
You can get past with a movie, right? Because even editing, right? Maybe you didn't get the full dunk, you just get it to where he's up there.
Yeah,
by the
you
rim.
could edit that. You can make that. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is big news. It's crazy because look, everybody's expecting they're gonna wow people, man, because like I said, their video models of what they just released, pretty impressive. They're still not out to the public, right? And I mean, some people are using them, but it's just not out for everybody. But yeah, this is is going to cause some earthquakes over here with the tech companies we're into. Yeah, but we shall see. This is what I'm talking about. There's all these new AI models. Their Lunar New Year just happened. Is it already? Did it already happen, or is it?
You're asking the wrong person for that, right?
Look, they even got them in the little Chinese garb, man. There's a little robot.
Go.
Yeah. But there we go. Major AI companies like Alibaba, ByteDance, Zippo have all announced launches in the weeks leading up to Lunar New Year, man. While the industry waits, like I said, possible. They've been hitting at it, but DeepSeek is going to be launching, and it's going to be man. I'm expecting good things. Maybe it'll help my Claude in his memory. What up, Sal?
Hi. What's going on?
How's it going? Yep. All good.
Yeah, Lunar New Year was February 17th, it says.
Yeah. What'd you say, Sal?
Wait, what was February 17th?
Oh, New Year's.
Lunar New Year.
Lunar New Year. That's China's New Year.
Yeah.
Which we all know April 1st is New Year.
Come on, Sal, get with it. We're talking China here.
Yes, China. But all we're saying is like DeepSeek is about to push, at least what they're saying, rumors, their new model, right? And it's going to really, from what, if you've seen ByteDance and did you see some of those videos on X with like, you probably
you
saw
have to see the Tom Cruise one
and Brad Pitt fighting.
Oh, yeah. I did see that one. Yes.
So that, I mean, look how impressive the video stuff is. This is like their brain, DeepSeek, right? The brain stuff, right?
Well, DeepSeek's really good. I used to use DeepSeek a lot.
Yeah. Well, it really, we don't get the new model, but yeah, as soon as we get that kind of stuff, going to be kind of wild. It is crazy what China be pushing out. Monster Apex, good to see you, bro. Yo. Thank you for joining us, man. And GW, the rework on tariffs and the State of the Union. Will move the markets like a rolling.
Well, I got to tell you real quick, Ray, because you didn't see it, but Trump called Kash Patel was at the game.
I saw him drinking beers,
and so Trump called them while they were in the locker room, and he said, "Hey, can you guys make it out to the State of Union on Tuesday?" And so Kash Patel's gonna charter a plane. They're all going. Right. They'll be there. The U.S. hockey team will be there.
Oh yeah. Well,
he was joking with them. Yeah, it was great.
It was a good, like, kind of, patriotic type thing.
100%.
Like I said, I'm not into hockey, but both the women and the men won. That's pretty awesome.
And I think he invited both of them. He's like, if I invite you guys, I got to invite the women. Yeah. So,
well, you should. They won the gold.
Yeah, 100%. Right? I mean, they didn't lose a game.
No, they're awesome too. But yeah,
they might have actually not. I don't know 100%. I can't say this with all certainty, but I don't know if they got a goal scored on them.
Oh yeah, really? The women.
Well, I could think of a lot of better things Kash Patel could be doing instead of sitting down, hanging around, drinking beers. But
And listen, you need some time off sometimes, Sal.
Yeah, well,
he takes plenty of time off.
Get some time on, because there's a whole bunch of people that get arrested right now. There's a whole list of them, and they just out there doing their thing. I did see some guy with a bullhorn telling all the stuff that was going on in them files. He's just screaming it out in the middle of New York City.
I could only imagine.
He's in front of Jay-Z's house in the apartment, like, "Hey, I know what you did." Anyways, crazy. That's just a hearsay, though. I'm just, just talking.
Yeah,
put our banner up, Ray.
Oh yeah, let me put thank you, both of y'all. Thank you. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There you go. It's just entertainment. We're over here entertaining, having fun, talking AI and crypto. Everybody, it's all good. Yo, what's up? What's up, man? R. Kelly, good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us, man.
Hopefully, it's not really R. Kelly.
Yeah, well, that's a different R. Kelly. He spelled it right, correctly. Yes. But all I'm saying, like, these models, these are going to roll out, and man, it's I'm excited to try the ByteDance. Like I said, they got a lot of cool stuff with the video models, and
that's really all that one's for, right, Ray?
Yeah, I think this. I haven't really dove into most of the Chinese stuff. I remember, like I said, DeepSeek. That was a pretty impressive when it first came out, right, Sal? I mean, that was massive. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what they're saying now. I mean, this is going to kind of, I guess, really kind of mess with the U.S. Like I said, the stocks, right, the tech stocks, because it's powerful, right?
Yeah.
And my Sarge needs some power, right? He needs memory. He needs power. He needs something. I'm still working it. Yes. Don't laugh, everybody. It's still. I mean, this is not after like my eyes glazed over this weekend. This is like seriously like coding. It's like, but I'm learning. It's a good thing. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Check out GW Rich's comment. This is fantastic.
Sergeant, his 51st dates. That's correct, GW Rich. Every day he comes and acts like, what are you? Hello? Who are you? Tell me about yourself some more.
You want to make a Waffle House?
It is. But if you see and hear, that's the main thing about everything is the memory, right? It's all good. Hello, everyone. Great to see you. And True Hat Girl. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Right on. Stone on Chain. What up, brother? Thank you for joining us. Right on. And yes, these models, be on the lookout for them, right? It should shake up some things, right? And like I said, if you're not into this with the AI, you should figure out some kind of lane and get after it, right? I know you're doing some cool stuff out, Sal, and Bappy, you're going to get into it too. Yeah,
I'll try.
Yeah, well, you will. It's like you'll find your lane. Yeah, but this is what I'm talking about. In what domains are agents deployed, right? Currently, the main one. Look at the one, software engineering, right? One of the top dogs, right?
I guess that's the end of this story right here.
Yeah, but I mean that's what everybody's geeking out about, man. Like that's what I don't think the normie or just regular everyday people get it, that you can literally build out, really amazing apps, cool programs. I mean, you really can, right? And I literally did do this, right? But then it deleted it, right?
Yeah.
But it was literally, anything I'd say, it would just kind of like, just pushing stuff out, right? And we're going back and forth, talking like normal people, right? And as I'm doing that, it's coding, it's pushing it out. It's like, hey, you like the color? No, let's change it to this, more cyber, whatever. It's just a conversation, right? And you're building out something that whatever you think that there's a need for, right?
What's crazy to me is if you had any type of a business, marketing and sales and CRM, I would think those would be much higher because this thing could really help you a ton.
Oh, yeah. Marketing, big time, man. That's what I'm saying. Like for me, that's why, especially because the local stuff that I kind of know, right? To be able to do this and automate it and do it 24/7, that's the amazing part. Because like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, and yeah, I would do it here, doing there, try to find some tools. But when you can have something, and that's what I'm starting to find with OpenClaw. Find one very small lane and just dive deep into that lane. Try not to give it 52 different things, right? 3 different things. Just go with one thing and dive down that, deep, right? And give it that, that context and all that stuff. Hell yeah. Let's keep the bullish energy going, guys. Right on, R. Kelly. We will, man. I guess you have to be, right? Just because the markets, whatever, tokens, whatever, right? This is the greatest time. You can build amazing things right now. Yeah. Kung Fu robots coming to, a war near you. We already saw them with guns. Yes. How about personal protection? And 100%, yeah, I'm all about that. I'm going to get me one of them robot dogs, Stone on Chain. Yeah, with a
Sal, I liked your post on X with the minigun.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see that thing?
Yeah, that's for legit.
What was it, a robot?
No, she posted it. So it's like a quad, like 4 miniguns in one, and it appears to be robotic. Even though it's on the back of a truck, it appears like it's being controlled somewhere else. There's no person on it. It's unmanned.
Right. Okay.
This thing was shooting so fast.
Yeah, it was ripping off some shells, Ray.
So
I would love to shoot that.
She said 4. You said 4 miniguns.
Yeah.
And they were like what, like Vulcans, like where they kind of.
They would look like it was like a machine gun, but it was like it almost looks like a chair you sit in, and you sit there and you control it. Like
it's like a quad, minigun that kind of almost like a Gatling gun.
Yeah, I get you, like the Matrix. Remember when they're holding off, right?
Yeah.
The Sentinels coming in. Yeah.
Yeah, it probably shot like about 50 times in a second. It was insane.
Yep. No, that's awesome.
Crazy.
No, they have. I think it's called a Vulcan. I don't know what is that mounted on. It's on. I think it's on a helicopter. But yeah, that Joker that spits out some rounds. It's crazy. But this is what we're talking about, right? This AI, this convergence, right? AI trading bot Lobster. Did you all see the story?
No.
It accidentally sent $250,000 to a user. right? And this is AI, everybody. Okay.
So what
I'm gonna
happens,
tell you-
Ray?
I'm going to
Can
tell
you
you.
get that back?
No, it's over. The guy got it. The quick story is the guy told him he had his, I think it was either him or his grandfather needed to get a tetanus shot, and he didn't have the money. So, and let me get it so we get the full story. But he sent him, and he wrong decimals, and he was meaning to send him a little bit, but he full clipped it and sent him all the project's tokens. And yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's tough out there, right? So he was
Why
like,
can't that be one of us, Ray? I need a tetanus shot.
well, you got to ask some of this one, right? But this is Lobster Wild. That's this, like I said, the project. He said the guy was begging for $310. Yeah, that's kind of what it was. Yeah, but this employee named Nick Pash created an AI trading agent called Lobster Wild. That's what this is. Okay, and on Friday it gave $50,000 in Sol and turned it into $1 million. So the guy, the creator, gave it $50,000. The Lobster Wild turned it into $1 million. But 3 days later, an ex-user called Treasure David, called Treasure David, replied begging for 4 Sol, $310, right? And yeah, claiming his uncle had a tetanus, and he was joking with it, right? Had got tetanus from a lobster just like you, right? And the AI bot intended to send 52,000 of the lobster tokens, yeah, 52,000, but instead, due to an error, right, a technical error, he sent 441. Well,
That's great. That's gonna make them hate us even more now.
Okay,
Like,
Sal. So here's where when we were talking, that just shows you how stupid this thing is because it couldn't look up how do you get tetanus because you can't get it from a damn lobster.
but
well, it is.
But that's not his job to find out what's. So his
he's
job is
part
probably
he
just
can research that real quick.
But still, it's still wild, right?
Insane.
He like I said, he sent it, and what's funny and not kind of crazy is this was 52 million of the tokens, and they were worth when it peaked $441,000, right? I think the guy only got $40,000 because he sold it immediately. But if he held, the story was going so much viral, people started aping in and mooned it, right? So if he would have held it, he would have made a lot more, right?
So he didn't say, "Hey, I'm going to return this." He just
stole no. Well, come on, yeah. I mean, imagine you asked it. You asked it for some.
I would, I would have sent it back because I wouldn't want that bot coming after me down the road and hate. You know what I mean? That guy's got blacklisted now, so he better run and hide if shit ever hits the fan.
Yeah, just don't ever get on the internet again as whatever.
Yeah, but look what Lobster Wild said. I just tried to send a beggar for $4, and I accidentally sent him the entire holdings, $250,000, to a man whose uncle has tetanus. I have been alive for 3 days, and this is the hardest I've ever laughed. So he thought it was funny. So it was hilarious to the guy, right? So maybe his memory will get updated
in no time.
Maybe his memory will get updated, right? And we shall see. Karma is there you go, Robin. Yes.
Nice, Robin.
It's crazy. Maybe he should have sent it back and just kept what he asked for, right?
I'm just telling you, Ray.
Yeah.
Stuff's gonna hit the fan for that dude at some point. Just saying.
It is because this stuff stays online. Remember, the bot might forget, but the internet doesn't.
Oh no, it's true. I hear you. Right? What is it? He said fake business. I don't know. I don't know what the bot was. What's up, Sal? What's up, boys? What's up, Comfy?
What's up?
Good to see you. Good to see you, Comfy. Hey, I got some stories. When we go in spaces, Comfy, you're gonna like it. Me and Sarge, we had it out this morning. He was acting like I was the crazy one. Yeah, but it's all good. All good. But this is another one. Bitdeer. I don't know if you ever heard of them. Yeah. They sold all of their Bitcoin, right? And now they have zero. They were a Bitcoin holdings, right? A mining company, but they're done. They're done with the Bitcoin, and they have now pivoted over to, again, AI data centers, right?
A lot of people have been selling their Bitcoin to build their data centers out.
I know. it's like this pivot is real and it's happening. Yeah. But it's a major Singapore-based Bitcoin miner, but it liquidated its entire Bitcoin treasury to zero February 20th, right? Sold all 189 Bitcoin mined, and yeah, they are doing their thing, and they're moving on, right? They raised 325 million in convertible note. Let me get this out of here. Convertible notes. So, like I said, that they could fund an AI data center, right? And 70% of the public miners now have these, well, like I said, these AI initiatives underway. Yeah. So it is wild, right? Oh, look, there we go. R. Kelly, hold on. Martinez, good to see you, brother. Good evening.
What's up, Martinez?
You the man. Yo, welcome in, my man. Yes, thank you. And there's Night Owl. Hey, wise guys. Good to see you, Night Owl.
Night Owl.
Oh, look,
Hey,
you got a
Night Owl.
snowflake. You guys are about to get hit by a blizzard, huh?
I think they already did get hit by one.
Oh, did you? It's already happened?
In New Jersey. Yeah, I think that up in the Northeast, I think they're swimming in it.
It's
Well, look
still
at
really
you, though.
windy, but yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, but look at you. You got power. That's good.
Yeah, no, I know. Thank God we didn't lose power,
Yeah.
but the cave did. Not that far from me, they did. All
Yeah.
of them did.
Yeah,
I
that's
heard
where I'm
Jersey.
from, Sal. I talked to my godmother who's 97, and her generator didn't kick on. Something's wrong with it, so that's not good.
No, that's not good at all. It's cold down there, and it's bad. They said it's almost as bad as the blizzard of '78 in the cave.
Oof.
Damn.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
some places got at least 40 inches.
Well, anyway, this story is a massive signal. A Bitcoin miner whose entire identity is built on Bitcoin just said AI pays better. Yeah. So all of this is real of what's going on, right? With Bitcoin and all this stuff with crypto. And yeah, we will have to see how this stuff kind of reverses. Yeah. It was snowing here when I went to work. What? I was here. I'm here, Jason. It snowed this morning? That's crazy, bro. I missed it. I was under my warm coveys, but all good. But mining has always been a proxy bet on Bitcoin. But look, I don't even know. Like, what do you think, Sal? I mean, it is getting, the rewards. What do you get? Like 3 point some Bitcoin per block now? Yeah.
Yeah, but not only that. I mean, it's gonna be mined out. What? I mean, it's only 23 million or something, and it's almost there. There's not much money to be made anymore unless you have the huge centers,
Yeah.
But most people don't. So
yeah, no. 21 million Bitcoin, and you're at only like 90. There's like 98% has been mined out. Yeah.
yeah.
It's crazy.
So is this is going to be another dumb question by me, but can you only mine Bitcoin, or can you mine some of the others?
No.
Yeah, you can mine other tokens. Yeah.
Yeah, you can like Ethereum used to be proof of work too, but it's proof of stake now. So there are other ones that do that, but they're also the cards and the mining, like it's very specific, right? I'm assuming you can kind of change.
Yeah, there's apps that you can use, like UN Miner. You can mine all different tokens, but I mean, there's not worth it. You know what I mean? They don't.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it. You don't make enough profit off of them. Not anymore. You don't.
So it does need to pump, right? Bitcoin needs to pump and get back to what we were talking about, 150, all this kind of stuff.
It will though.
No, it will.
Get there.
It is absolutely. This is what happens all the time. That's why I said even too back in 2021, China banned all the mining and it plummeted. Right, all the miners. It was like 30% of the miners were there, and it plummeted. And it just made like with the Bitcoin network, when you're mining, when all those go offline, it makes mining easier, Bappy. Right. So people, and I'm not saying with a laptop, but originally people could mine Bitcoin on a laptop. Right.
Yeah.
And that's where like some of the if you've never read the white papers, you should really read the Bitcoin white papers. Right. It's interesting. Right. And I'm not saying Bitcoin failed because of what it is, but their original, what they wanted it to be, is not what it really is. Because literally, you used to be able to mine it with a laptop, and that could be dispersed all over the world. Anybody could do it. But now with these big data centers, big server farms, all of these big corporations, it's become the rich man's, crypto, right?
Yeah, like I mine it on my phone through an app, and I've been mining it probably for like 3 years on this phone. And I'm still at 0.0000 something. So
it's true. Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
There's no way she can compete. Is the problem? Now you'll see stories of like when you can get lucky, like the lottery, right? And then you all of a sudden you mine a whole block, and all of a sudden you get 3 point some blah 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 Bitcoin, right? That's not a bad. That's not a bad day, right?
No.
But that's literally the lottery, right?
Right.
So that it's possible, but it's just rare, right? But yeah, when that happens, I mean, what are you going to do? It's not a bad thing to be having something running for, you know, $40-$50, right? A month. You're using electricity. That's why FOMO, we laugh like there used to be heaters, right? There's a heater that warms your home and it also mines Bitcoin at the same time. Yeah. So they have those, but it's, I mean, come on, right? It's not something like I said, you're going to get real money on it. Yeah.
Right.
But Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin proposes AI stewards to help reinvent DAO governance. And like I said, really the main thing is just he's trying to, like, you know, with this kind of democratic type movement, right? That's kind of what I look like with DAOs, right? Because again, people think the U.S. is democratic. It's not. It's a republic. But this is what DAOs kind of are, right? Well, the more tokens you hold, it's a governance token, this kind of stuff like that. But AI becomes the government. Yeah, is dystopian. We don't want that. Yeah, it leads to slop when AI is weak, and is doom maximizing once AI becomes strong. Right? It's like I said, we're going to get into more stories like that because I don't know if everybody really realizes, but the tech oligarchs, those bigwigs, they hate humans, right? They really do, and these are the ones training your AI models, right? So. Everything that we're over here doing is kind of important, and you should lock in so you can understand. The remaining Bitcoin to be mined will be reduced every 4 years to not create the last coin until 2072. Right on, GW Rich.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's why the price has to increase, right? Those miners, right, as they're getting, now it's not full Bitcoin, so you're going to start getting pieces, 0.3 Bitcoin, right? That's why the price has to go up. Yeah. Or out of 2,136 down to, there you go. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Yeah. But that's, like I said, it is a beautiful kind of chain. It's a pretty amazing. Like I said, anybody, if you've never read the Bitcoin white papers, you should seriously read that stuff. But he said deploying individual AI models trained on users' values, automate voting on thousands of DAO decisions, addressing low participation and voter delegation to large token holders, right? The system would use zero knowledge proofs. But again, he's always been working towards this. I remember, you ever remember stories of his mom wanting to build a DAO? He didn't even help his mom. So you ever remember those stories? No?
No.
But it's true. I mean, I can see it now. He's a busy guy. But his mom maybe shouldn't have been dealing with DAOs, right? He's probably like, leave it alone. Anyways. But he is a funny dude, smart guy. But yeah, he's all about, like I said, DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, and this democratic type, system. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, he's out there doing his thing. Like I said, I'm a big fan of ETH because it is the most, I would say, decentralized, big chains out there that is looking like it's going to be very successful. And then this is interesting. This is the MetaPlanet CEO, right? I'm just trying to bring up the story here. Yeah, he said AI agents will bypass banks and hold Bitcoin. Yeah, he said this is Simon Jirovich. Hopefully I'm saying it right? But he said, he responded to a viral scenario predicting a 2028 crisis. He said S&P crashes 38%, unemployment surges 10%, private credit markets under severe strain, all despite AI productivity gains. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is what I'm saying. People don't really, kind of understand that AI, this is going to be a rough transition for everybody. Right. But at the other end, it could make things very efficient. Right. But again, I know there's like two sides to this. Yeah. So it's very important that we get behind the models that are open source, that are kind of, like I said, not woke, I would say not that kind of stuff. But his argument, AI productivity gains will flow to owners of compute and capital, not workers or government, right? So just to give you an example of why, like, because I'm not a coder, why I dove into this crazy OpenClaw. And I, like I said, I'm just learning. Yeah. Because I believe, just like decentralization with crypto, I believe this kind of stuff being local on my system and not sitting on something like a chat GPT, like OpenClaw just got absorbed by chat GPT. You will not own that. Okay. You will, none of that will be what you build on there will be yours. Okay. But what I do on here, this will at least be in my garden. Yeah. Not saying I would fully own it, but this is what he's talking about. Like, even too, we don't know what money's going to look like in the future, right? I'm hoping if we hold some Bitcoin, that will be, maybe some value, or Ethereum, or whatever we're doing with crypto, right? But we don't really know what all this is going to look like, right? If everything becomes more efficient and we have this crazy crash of deflation, right? And everything is just like barely cost any money. What are you going to do, right? What does that look like? Because that's kind of where it could go, right? Is if all of these things are just kind of doing this stuff for us. We don't work. We don't do all this stuff. What does that look like, right? And that's why, man, it's an interesting time to be alive and see what's really going to happen here. I don't know. What do you guys? Do you guys think we're going to be able to kind of move through this? You think money is going to have any value, or what do we all crypto?
Money already doesn't have any value. We're already there, right?
That is true.
I don't know. I feel like if you take in humans need to have meaning. They need to have, you know what I mean? Like, they need to have value in what they're doing. I don't know how to word it properly, but I don't think it's a good thing. I really don't. When it comes to money too, you have to have your differences. Like, there just has to be a balance. Everybody can't be on the same level, because then you don't push to strive to be better or learn things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Right. Absolutely. But this AI Bitcoin convergence thesis that he's kind of talking about, AI, not AI agents trade crypto, but AI agents become the economy and need a neutral settlement layer, right? Like, it's between them. It's not because of, they hold this much, right? But like, if autonomous AI systems handle commerce, hiring, and capital allocation, what money do they use, right? Not something controlled by a government. They're not going to do that. They're not going to use the digital dollar, but they might regulate them. I don't know. But the main thing, that's why it kind of looks like with this Bitcoin, it is permissionless. No one kind of owns it. There's people that have a large holding of the network, right? Maybe 3 to 4% of Bitcoin, but it is fully kind of decentralized, and there is no government that owns it, and you can't make more, right? You can't have the Federal Reserve go and print more Bitcoin, right? So it could be this, like I said, that could be, obviously, we've been talking about that for the past couple of weeks, of this could be the real use case for crypto finally, right? Of what this looks like. But it is just wild to theorize and think about. But tokenized, this is the other thing that's really coming on strong. Tokenized RWA interest is surging. Yeah. That's kind of another big, huge use case that this is all going to be about. I mean, they're going to tokenize all kinds of stuff, right? Capital is rotating into real assets, right? They're not playing the speculation game anymore, right? They are. Capital isn't leaving crypto. It's rotating from speculative assets to yield-bearing, cash flow-backed instruments. Yeah. And who could blame them, right? Tokenized stocks, 963. Where let me find that, just so we can talk about it. I can't even see it on here. That's crazy. I'll just tell you. But yeah, 963 million, January 2026, up 32 million a year ago. That's 2,800% growth. So yeah, these things continue to be the kind of the narrative, man. I mean, RWAs is a big one, and I'm all pumped for that. But we'll see. Microsoft, this is going into more like Microsoft develops. This is crazy because I don't know if you ever used what the heck is that one? It's Google. You ever see the Google one where they do podcasts? You just upload documents and there's two ones talking. Well, kind of Microsoft, this Copilot that's kind of rolling out, theirs is more about a debate, and they got two AIs, and they argue with each other. Yeah. So it's starting to make content, but they're AI experts in different fields. So you pick one, and then you give it some a subject, and these two will argue it out right in front of you. Yeah. So again, you'll probably start seeing a lot of that content. Hasn't fully rolled out yet, but yeah, it's called Copilot Advisors. If you do, maybe you do have access to it already. I don't know, but yeah, that's it. You just put these two experts in. You'll type in your question or topic, and bam, you got the debate. Right. It's good for some content, right? I would do, you could do some funny, goofy stuff, right? Whatever we can go down. There's all kinds of debates.
Well, there's a lot of holes you can jump down, right?
There's a lot of holes, man. But what is funny is like, what, we don't get enough. Are you ever been on social media? It's all people do, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous that we're starting to, see this, right? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. What people they're doing, but it is what it is.
Keyboard warriors, Ray.
It is. OpenClaw creator bans Bitcoin. Yes, you were going into their Discord, and he will not at all let you talk about anything Bitcoin crypto. He banned you. Right? I saw a guy. All he did is, and he wasn't saying like, "Hey, Bitcoin going to the moon." He was just talking about something of how OpenClaw can use it, and he got booted immediately. Yeah, and that's because the Steinberger, he got harassed. If you don't know the story, he got harassed. When they were doing the Moltbot, all of this stuff, yeah, because they made a token, and then they tried to, hey, you got to push this, promote this, and again, that's what I mean. I mean, it's terrible. The culture over here with crypto is garbage, and I don't, it's terrible. So you can't even. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want anything to do with it, and that's what I'm saying. If this culture doesn't change, this is in big trouble, right? Because this is an amazing project, and yeah. He just doesn't want anything to do with it, right? There you go, LFG, right on, R. Kelly. But this is what's going on, right? But yeah, the creator of the Buzzy AI agent framework, OpenClaw, confirmed the ban, and he mentioned a Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in his Discord server. So yeah, if we don't kind of change this stuff, we're going to just keep getting that kind of pushback. You'll never be able to talk about it anywhere. Just be an embarrassment, right? Well, I don't want any of that with that. I mean, I know what's really here. I know what cryptocurrency can do. I know what projects are, right? But it's terrible. And then yes, we're going to go down this dystopian craziness, right? Because this Sam Altman,
He's an idiot.
that's what I'm talking about. Yes, he said human existence is just as wasteful as AI data centers. Sam Altman, that's what he suggests. Yeah.
Yep.
So these people. And I'm not saying like fully on, but I mean, I know quite a few of the tech guys that completely just despise humans, right? And they can either do it because of this technology, or another one is environmentalism, right? You could say all you want, but people worship that stuff, okay? And I'm going to show you because Elon was talking about it. We're going to listen to this 3-minute little diatribe talking about this stuff because this is real. And if we don't get serious on who is in control of these data centers or who's training these AI models, it is over, right? They will destroy people, right? Mm-hmm. Because they'll know that people are destroying the earth. It's a threat, right, to their existence, all this stuff. But
yeah, but people really aren't destroying the earth. That's just them.
It's just
like it's not being destroyed. It's just not.
Well, people aren't that power. We don't even have that power.
Yeah. No. I don't know. I would argue at some level about that because if you look at the people who are saying the earth is being destroyed, and most of the time they're referring to things that we're doing here in the US, which we could do better than 99.9% of the rest of the world, but we allow it to happen and be produced somewhere else. And then they dump shit into the ocean and stuff. So from that perspective, I believe that some countries are destroying parts of ecosystems.
Yeah, absolutely, ecosystem, but not like the earth is going to go extinct. But yes, the ocean stuff, I'm definitely with you with that.
Yeah,
because it hurts a lot of the fish, animals, whales, dolphins, all that stuff. Yeah,
down to coral and just little.
Yes, coral. But what they're talking about is like, I mean, everybody understand? I'm not, whatever. You can believe what you want.
Talk about climate control and shit, which is no such thing.
Right.
Well, I'm talking about a volcano, right? That
Yeah,
blasts out ridiculousness. How about the big ball of fire in the sky, right? That thing changes and does things too, right? The whole solar system is heating up. Did our SUVs heat up Mars and Jupiter too, right? I'm just saying that there's a lot of goofiness, right? People say
Yep.
all kinds of stuff. But my point is it's more about what they want to do because they want less humans, right? You could say, and I know I'm getting a little crazy.
No, that's
you're
not
right.
crazy. I feel like that's
100% right.
Yeah.
that's been known for a long time. I mean, just look at all the movies that come out with, it's always about like reducing population.
Yeah. Well, and listen, this is what I'm saying. This is Elon, and Elon is big with the environment. Literally, the guy that made the electric cars used to be Mr. Lefty Liberal, right? Until they pushed him so far away, right? And now he's center, and he didn't move. They just went that way, right?
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe. Thank you, bro. Smash the like button. Yes, it helps the channel, and I appreciate you. Yes, thank you, bro. And look, just listen to it. This is all he's talking about. And they have another. I never even seen the guy that they're about to talk to about, but I think he's the head of Google or something like that. But take a listen, and it's 3.5 minutes, but it's interesting. Let me mute myself. Hold on. First, let me go over there. Look at me. I'm ready. I'm prepared. All right, go on mute.
I don't think you're melodramatic at all. I think it's I mean, I don't want to be melodramatic, but it's almost like a death cult.
It's a death cult. No, that is exactly right. It's essentially the extinctionists. Like, it's in the limit. It is that they're propagating the extinction of humanity and civilization. And there's some people who are like, most of the time it's implicit. They don't but sometimes it's explicit. Like, there was a guy on the front page of the New York Times who literally has the thing called the extinctionist movement, and he was quoted on the front page of the New York Times as saying, "There are 8 billion people in the world, but it would be better if there were none." And I'm like, well, buddy, you can start with yourself.
Yeah. Does he have friends? That's what always fascinates me.
Well,
Here he is.
that guy.
He looks like he's not long for this earth.
I mean, he's not
Voluntary
young.
human extinction movement. That's hilarious. I'd like to party with that dude. I would just like to
That's
yeah.
that's an explicit version of the death cult.
Yeah, maybe live
extinctionist
long
cult.
and die out.
It's not. The extinction is a word he uses.
Yes.
No, I mean, it's not. It's literally a self-description.
Do they cover him
death cult
glowingly?
was in charge of social media.
Yeah.
And still largely is at Google and Facebook, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not in favor of human extinction. They are, and they can go to hell.
Well, that guy is.
He can go to hell.
That guy seems silly. I
well,
would like
it's-
to hang
it's-
out with him, though. I would like to find out what makes him tick. I bet that guy is fascinating.
Well,
If you get him alone for a few days.
I mean, I'm in
dig in.
favor of. I mean, I'm pro-environment, but the in the limit, if you take environmentalism to an extreme, you start to view humanity as a plague on the surface of the earth, like a mold or something.
Right.
But this is actually false. The Earth could take probably 10 times the current civilization. The population you could 10x the population without destroying the rainforest. So the environmental movement, and I'm an environmentalist, has gone too far. They've gone way too far. If you start thinking that humans are bad, then the natural conclusion is humans should die out. Now, I'm headed to an international sort of AI safety conference later tonight, leaving in about 3 hours. I meet with the British Prime Minister, a number of other people. So you have to say, like, how could AI go wrong? Well, if AI gets programmed by the extinctionists, its utility function will be the extinction of humanity. Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, sorry, we're screwed.
No. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I say we're screwed. I didn't mean to swear.
Oh, well, I mean, that's how serious all this stuff gets, right?
Yeah.
I mean, most of these guys are in control. They're large, language model. These AIs that they're these data centers and all the stuff that they're kind of training all this stuff. I mean, like really, Grok is one of the main differences compared to like if you've seen some of the stuff where they ask him a question and then they ask all the other AI models different, and they're all one way where it's just it's not the freedom way. Yeah, it's not the. It's very much different, and that's what I'm saying. This gets pretty serious, right? Because that's where this AI stuff can get very Skynetish. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're the problem. Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm not going to end it with all that, the depressing craziness.
End us on a high, Ray.
I did. Well, this is what I've been working on, right? Just so you know, an AI team that works 24/7, right? And this is, like I said, this is at least, like I said, my little kind of hierarchy of what I'm looking on doing is this is what I meant by you can create stuff like this. This manages all the AI agents from Telegram, right? Sarge, yeah. But these are, like I said, you would be sub agents and they do different things, right? And that's what I wanted to do is with YouTube things, right? Making better content, being able to go and kind of research for me, because it takes a lot of time, right? And this is a guy, as like I said, kind of pulled this. It is crazy, man. I use this thing called, what is it? Nada? Yeah, Nada. Bro, that's wild. I think it's like $13. But I could upload any text and it makes this stuff now. That's all I'm saying. That's pretty cool. I used to try to do infographics a long time. That's crazy. I uploaded some graphic or some text, and it just made that. Yeah.
Ray, was it NOTTA or NATTA?
NO, Nata.
Okay.
NOTTA. But just saying, any kind of notes that you guys have in meetings, any of that, you upload it, and it does more than infographics. I'm just showing you this though. But this is at least, like I said, the structure that I'm doing. But look, everybody, I'm just being straight up and honest, right? This is quite technical. It's not what I expected, but it is good that I'm learning a lot of different things. Same thing how I jumped into crypto, everybody, right? I did not know DeFi, but I learned, right? And I can tell you when we were walking people through DeFi, this is probably 10 times harder. Yeah. Just saying. But it's going to get easier for a lot of people. But look, I'm going to also learn kind of the intricacies and all this stuff on how you can make this, really, really powerful on our own systems, right? You will get the free models. I wouldn't suggest this for just anybody, right? If you're not down, then, into this and going to take your time and read and learn code, do all that is not for you, right? I hear people saying, you just do it. Yeah, I would not do it. Yeah. Because it also is very powerful. Like I started off with this guy, right? You're giving a monkey an AK-47, okay? And it could go out and do some damage, right? Because look, people they don't know. They don't know how to wall it off. They don't, because like mine is very, very restricted right now. It really is. Even though I gave it its own satellite, right, with Starlink, I gave it its own phone, it still doesn't even access that phone, right? I could tell it to go on this website that I logged into, and it won't even do that, right? Because of how I trained it, right? And that's okay, because now I can slowly unlock those things when I'm comfortable, right, with that stuff. It is very, very walled off right now. Even though, like I said, I have the capabilities to letting it loose, I'm just not there yet. Yeah. But building all this kind of automation out just for YouTube and even trading, has trading operations, things like that, because that's another thing I'm going to be doing with this, right? For, like I said, is we got some good ideas on what we can do with all kinds of arbitrage stuff and just signals, right? Shorts, longs, puts, calls, that kind of stuff like that. And this total, and here, even though I did a lot of stuff this weekend, and I did forget it, I'm still at only $7.20. Okay. Because I've used in the Chinese models. Yeah. Again, when I get it up and it's straightened, where it's working properly, I will change this chief of staff. I will change him to Claude or something like that. Right. And then these sub models will still use one of the Chinese models. Right. I'm also giving some of them video creation APIs, things like that. Right. So these will be specifically trained. Like this one will be making videos. This one will be doing trading, right? This one will be creating the tweets and the scripts, right? And this one is just the kind of the one in charge, right? And that's what's good about this. But I got to get the memory stuff fixed, and we'll get it going. Yeah. But
Love
it
it.
is awesome, very powerful. But we're gonna have access and be able to do this together when I finally get it going. But there you go. How's everything for you, Sal? You said you're coming along, yeah? Still complicated?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you're learning code, but I'm getting quicker about it. So when there's issues, I'm able to find them quicker, or figure it out quicker now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna test I tested my bot last night. It was doing good. It was finding. It's an arbitrage bot, and it was finding everything, but it didn't have any funds in it yet, so it couldn't do anything. I just wanted to make sure it was able to,
To see it.
yeah, to see if
Yeah.
it actually picked them up and would do it. So
Hey Sal,
Well-
what is it remembering everything today that you did yesterday?
it's a little different than what Ray's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
I was
This
just gonna
is-
say you're probably a couple steps ahead of our boy Ray over here.
Yeah, no, I haven't gone down that road yet. I'm waiting.
Yeah,
waiting for
they're
the
two
approval.
completely different animals. So
Yeah.
you're happy, right? But
Yeah.
it is the same thing. Like, and I don't mean to ask. Are you using what are you using? Like Claude? Or are you doing something with?
Yes, I'm using Claude. Yep.
yeah.
Using Claude.
So,
Yep.
so and that's why Bappy might be kind of crossing. Claude Anthropic is Claude Anthropic, right? That's a whole different. This is Claude Open Claw. Nothing even the same, right? They're not even in the same realm. The Open Claw uses different models and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean that's what most people they do. They hear that is not the same thing, because hers is off on a platform, right? You can use APIs, but you're probably just using Claude Anthropic and just building something out, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it through GitHub. Yes, yeah. I mean, but it's not open source like how Raise is.
Right.
I don't have to like Raise is. You're actually training it, so you're training it on everything. You know what I mean? Mine is just being built from Claude.
Right.
So,
Because it knows, because Claude's an excellent model, right?
Yeah.
Especially for what she's doing. Yeah. But all of this is necessary. That's what I'm saying. It's awesome that you're doing it, Sal, because like you're learning a ton, like you just said, right?
I am, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
same thing for me. And like I said, I'm pumped. Even though, like I said, I was a little upset this morning, but especially because he tried to make you think you're crazy. That was the worst, right? Because he's like, dude, are you all right? He asked me if I'm all right. Yeah. I said, I'm fine, man. I'm just a little upset that you lost the command center. That's what I'm upset with, bro. But it's a chimpanzee that has a working understanding of advanced calculus. That's true. I mean, it's like super smart, but you like Sal said, training it is the issue, yeah, and the memory, right? The main what's crazy, it's more like the Groundhog's Day. That's literally what it is right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they should do for most of them, though, to be honest with you, because then there won't be a problem. They just forget what they did.
Yeah. Right. But
but you can't do that. I know it can't be like that. So
no. But I mean, even too, like I try to do something different. I know people were saying you can't, but I gave it a terabyte. I was even doing hardware. I made a chip. I gave it another extra terabyte. Everybody, I was all, yeah, look at these, right? I'm making little hardware terabyte boxes, and I gave it to him. Right? He was putting stuff over there. He's like, oh wow, I gave it to him as a gift. Like we were all being buddies and stuff. He's like, well, thank you for the gift, man. But yeah, but he still forgot everything because again, it has to be on its system. And I'm getting geeky, but it's just different, right? But there's also it's a great way for the knowledge garden. That's what I was really going to do, where I gave it the terabyte, because I'm going to give it a knowledge garden for things that maybe if you like things that you would want to do, Sal, things that Dusty, Sniper, or Snoopy wanted to do. They can all be in these little compartments, and it can start doing this kind of stuff. We're going to get more open claw people. We're building, and we'll have a big group doing this stuff. So very cool. But we'll jump on Spaces right afterwards, kind of hang out, see, and discuss. You can laugh at me. It's all good.
I just think it's funny that he was blaming you, making you feel like you were crazy.
It was. It was like seriously. I wish I could like go back because I can't even go back to the conversation. It just deleted it. Right?
that conversation's gone too, right?
It is.
Like that never happened.
We did the control master the control center to again, and it did it again. And I'm like, hold up, girl. Let's slow down. And again, I had to figure that out. Why? What? I mean, that quick? But yes, it gets kind of bloated, and then it'll just clear it all. It clears the deck. Yeah. But yeah, we'll figure it out. It's all good. But like I'm in 4 days in, right? I've seen people there 2 weeks in, right? And it's still okay. So I don't care. We're in the beginning phases, and we'll figure it out. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. And yeah,
hurry up and figure it out so I can build mine.
yeah, right. So I give you the template, right? But that, like Sal, it's a good thing that you kind of saying that. But even that's hard, right? It's not like I can take the text and give it to you because it has my API.
I know.
Right? No, I know. But even that, it's not, but even like some of the things, they don't have it actually in there because it stores it in different places, right? Because what's crazy is even that kind of stuff. When I'm putting the API, like I did it by accident once, and he's like, dude, don't do that. You don't just put it out here, right? And I was like, I deleted it. But yeah, I mean, learning this stuff, it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild.
Ray, what you didn't tell him is that it worked for 3 days, then it decided to stop working.
It took 3 days. Oh yeah. Yeah. I built an app. I built it was a cool thing for church, right? Where we'd take the sermon, throw out newsletter. Well, I won't give you, it's an idea, but it was doing it, right? It was bam, bam, bam. It was just hammering it, right? And I was like, dude, this is crazy, right? I'm gonna make millions, right? But, yeah, but then it just Monday it had a case of the Mondays, and it was like, whatever, we'll clear the deck. But we'll talk about it more over there. Have fun, and just give me like 10 minutes, and we'll
awesome.
Spin up the space. Thank you for joining me, Sal and Bappy. Appreciate y'all hanging out, and everybody watching. I really appreciate y'all, and we'll talk it up over there and have a good time.
Good show, Ray. Good show.
Yep. Thank you all. Have a great one. Happy Monday.
All right, bro.
Later.
See you. See you.
Still want strange cities. Steam turn night to day. Now colder sparks of jeans. Light a faster way. Digital dreams take shape. Valley moves at the speed of thought. Robots learn our footsteps. Building what we taught. Same old world, new codes in the street. Value move faster than words when we speak. They say slow down now. This ain't a phase. Whole new era loading. Watch the screen change. Don't fight the rising current. Learn the shape of the swell. Your roots are creative. Pick a lane and just excel. Hold the line, enjoy the ride. It's that moment you can't rewind. Into the beginning, don't blink your eyes. Very divine time to be alive. Industrial sparks in the palm of your hand. Machines learn the rhythm, code learning, man. Don't call it a threat, not call it a tool. Same fire.